but they want to use these extra 15 practices, this bowl game opportunity, as a starting point for next season. The next season starts today. That's the message as they take the field. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Boise State Broncos offense will take the field first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. And they lost the ball out of bounds, and they'll lose a few yards as a result. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression, and they're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Right on the money. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Broncos will call on their punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. Oh, what a cut! He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So Virginia's offense will now get its first chance with the football. Let's take a look at our impact players. Running inside, it's Lewis.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They go play action with Holstein. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Sends it back in motion. Lined up in the gun. 3rd down. Eli Holstein. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays. Well, that's a huge completion on 3rd down. And David, he was double covered. I mean, what do you do as a coordinator moving forward now trying to stop this guy from making plays?
I can't tell you how frustrating that is. I got 2 on him. Like, I'm sending resources to stop this guy, and he's still making plays. You got to get more pressure on the quarterback. You got to disguise. You got to do something. But apparently that guy, you can't cover him, even with 2.
Run inside. It's Riley. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Got a man. It's Bates. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
Wants to throw. It's Madsen. Gets it out quickly. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's got an open man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Broncos have it with a 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion with the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And we got something different, guys, here in the second quarter. We got points, right? No points in the first quarter. Both defenses had their footing. Now, offense finally strikes. Gets something going. Gets down here on the fringe, too, inside the 30. Capitalizes on it. Gets a touchdown. And we got our first score of the football game.
The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Fires to the big fella. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who he was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Play fake, Holstein. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Flores. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Cavaliers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Holstein on the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Got it behind the line. It's Gibson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Motion from the wide receiver. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1.
And Boise State, man, it seems like they always find their guy. And Dylan Riley replaces Ashton Jeanty, and they're going to run the football. Palmer, they make no bones about it. They're a physical run team. They play action off of that, but whoever's at the running back spot is going to get fed.
Yeah, Riley had his big opportunity a year ago, and man, he shined. He averaged almost 6 yards a carry. He was an explosive play waiting to happen, and I think having that year under his belt now has given him so much more confidence.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Cavaliers. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. You're trying to add to that here at the end of the first half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive, and that's a mistake, David. Taking it pick 6 all the way to the house, that could really end up costing him.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game, being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Virginia will call its first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Cradles it at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Holstein to throw. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Flores. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so...
Got a little grass. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Timeout is called by Virginia. That's their second. They'll have one left. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They go play action with Holstein. Here's the pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Bates. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Plucks it out of the air. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Grabbed on the outside, it's Riley. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Reese talked about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, or as they call it in this game there in San Diego, just another typical Holiday Bowl. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, Coach Elliott told me coming out of the locker room, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Pulls it in. It's Flores. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Cavaliers getting set on 1st and 10. Holstein lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Play fake, Holstein. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Virginia. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Boise State ready to send out that offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. On the run, it's Riley. Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And finally, we see a nice game. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Riley. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Hey, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Going for the marker on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it up to 34. Holstein on the play fake. Under fire. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Defenses understand I got to take away my throwing lanes and then react to that running back. But what does the QB do? Checks the ball down, thinks his running back can make the play in space. The defense says absolutely not. Breaks on the football, gets him down on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
The official says no good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy game. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
To throw, it's Madsen. Fires to the right. With sure hands, it's Brown. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run play action. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Defense has the lead in the second half. Expect to see a lot of zone coverage. It's going to be tight. It's going to be hard to fit these footballs in, especially when you're throwing in the middle of the field like they were right there as the ball falls incomplete.
Right on target this time. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more.
Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Oh, he missed it. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Offense working from the pistol. They go play action with Holstein. And And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Now the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
From the gun on third down, Holstein. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Cavaliers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Caught behind the line. It's Bates. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Pulls it in. It's Terry.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
To the air. It's Madsen. Fires quickly. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneaking the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, little sneak attack. Great play call.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout as time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Shakes a man and he might take off. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Running the red zone, it's Riley. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring a touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You've got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession. Ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Breaks into the open. Virginia will call its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Timeout is called by Virginia. That's their second. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Eli Holstein to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. The Cavaliers punch back.
Late in the game, as a coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Madsen. Here comes the heat. And they got it. And now the Broncos called their first of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Pocket breaking down. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Spits it out to the back. He did not get there. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing